Hello everybody, it's Games1on, and I didn't realize, but I wasn't recording my voice here, so this whole 23-minute thing just got absolutely destroyed. So we're playing as Arguillan. I had lots of millet units, and basically, I had no idea who this guy was playing as, right? He's playing as Mauzilion. Now, I don't know if that's actually a faction that is playable. He might have hacked or modded, so I'm going to have to ask Legend about that, or tell me in the comments below. But yeah, this is the battle. It's basically going to be a replay of sorts, so I'm going to slow the gameplay down here to show you my setup, so let's go ahead and do that. So I want to thank you all once again for hitting 500. It's an amazing number. You can look at my setup there. I had 1 tree man, 2 cavalry, I had quite a lot of spears, and quite a lot of elven archers. The Glade Guard. Now I didn't realize I was playing as Arguillan rather than the Wood Elf, so that gave me no benefits there, but that's alright. It's fun to experiment with. So yeah, we're playing on something Ford map, and I was thinking, you know, I'm going to have to use the woods to my advantage. You can see we're playing on Lightica Ford. I'm going to skip this loading screen, which just means I'm going to have to stop my audio, but I can't thank you guys enough for 500 subscribers. It's an amazing milestone, and of course, next year, without your help, I cannot reach 1,000, so guys, let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button, let's do it. But this is so strange. I really think this guy hacked because he's using Mauzilion, so let's skip to the battle here. Okay guys, so I'm just beyond confused here. This is playing at 400% speed, by the way. I'm beyond confused how this guy managed to unlock Mauzilion. There has to be some really weird way. I'm so confused as to what's going on here. I think it was actually an Empire build, but okay, so you can see the map. It took him quite a while to load in, but basically, there's these forests. There's a little forest area and a little bit of open area, and I was hoping for him to attack me from that open area into the forest area, so I could see his troops, but he couldn't see mine. Now it ended up being I had to pull back a little bit for my archers, and with my Vanguard deployment here, I'm going to slow down the speed in a second, don't you guys worry there. So you can see my Vanguard deployment here. I'm putting 2 cav on the right flank, and these Dryads here, because I was thinking he might rush this open uphill on the right side. And he ended up not doing that. He ended up, where I'm deploying these troops is actually where I'm going to end up fighting soon. But I tried to push up and try to capture this forest as soon as possible. Whereas I think what he was planning to do, his plan was, what I thought was to try and take this upper region, which I'm about to highlight. And I was hoping to trap his forces. So immediately, I moved my people up because I wanted to get as many shots, because I know I didn't have Lord superiority. So I had to try and get into the forest. But his troops just had immense speed. Now his forces came rushing, so I had to send these Dryads on the right flank, rushing back to try and flank them, but they ended up not trying to take the high ground at all. His lord, yeah, I'm gonna have to speed it up, because his lord here goes on the side, and we kind of have a little bit of arrows going back and forth, and my lord ends up, yeah, you'll see. I just got to pause so I can speed it up. Okay, you can see here I'm sending my general, my general in to try and take them out as well, and I'm repositioning all my troops because I realized, you know, I'm going to get hit in the back by doing this. Now, hopefully, he was just steamrolling through trying to attack my forces without actually doing anything there. So, yeah, if you look there, it's very weird. He's using Mauzilion as a faction, which I have no idea what they are. And it might be a count faction or something, a vampire counts, but I've never seen them before, so that's weird. He had his general all the way on the left side of the map, and he was just kind of using them to pester me. But I had no problem doing that, because I was hoping to try and take him out early, and I sent my general in there using his potion of toughness. So he just steamrolls trying to go for my archers on the right flank there. Luckily, the left flank we were winning, so and I was just trying to use all my archers into that lord fight there. Now, using these Dryads in the back of that right flank should have stabilized it a bit more, but you can see some of their units got through. One of their units and one of their like arachnid guys who was trying to pester my my archers, but luckily I sent them back just in time, and then I'm going to focus fire on those hero units. You can see my general getting quite a lot of damage, but he's doing okay actually. And I was kind of having to use various units to shoot at different things because my line was very broken and unstable, so I had to try and stabilize that. So you can see here I'm pulling some units out to retreat because I was very scared they were gonna get wrecked. So here my archers especially, moving them out, and I was just pestering that unit. He was really not using that wisely, I think. I lose my lord very early on, about 4 minutes into the battle. I lose my lord immediately, which is so bad. That's going to give you lots of debuffs, or just not give you the bonuses that he does have. So here we go, my archers are going to try and take out their lord very early on. This arachnid guy, I was like, okay, well, Treebeard, Treebeard, you go ahead and have a couple of cracks at him. Luckily, these Glade Guard have exceptional range. They have immense range, and forces, my forces kept retreating and coming back. You see there was a chain route going on here, and I was like, oh shit, something bad's happening. But these horse guys kept coming back, and they kept retreating and kept coming back and retreating. Same with the Dryads. The spear units tend to either retreat fully. Now, this was going on with his units as well. It was very back and forth, because his units either routed, or mine routed, or his routed, or they had the little symbol of routing, but they always came back. So lots of them came back. So it was a lot. The balance of power was a lot in his favor for a lot of the time. Now he lands his lord there, but he actually somehow got out of it, because basically his lord is superior to my units there. But when he's in the air, you can see I've already done a ton of damage. He half the time he goes and gets his lord just to come back and heal, which actually proved beneficial for him, because the lord was the last man standing on his team. Now, there's a lot happening here. Basically, my true guy's just going ham. I'm trying to get all my fleeing troops to come back and surround him. That Arachnid guy is basically what I'm focusing my archer fire on. And if I'm not focusing my archer fire on him, I'm focusing on the Lord. You can see the Lord's trying to just pester my forces. But you can really see what's going on here. All my forces splitting up, coming back, splitting up, coming back, splitting up. It's very strange. And I think I just should have upped their experience rather than get those cavalry, because those cav units cost me 11 grand each, or 1 grand 100 or something like that, and they were not worth it. Those deer units, I love the way they look, but they were not helpful to my army at all. But that's something that I've taken away from this, and I really was hoping you guys could give me a lot of feedback, because I had no idea what I really did wrong, but now I've kind of come back and assessed, and this is really an assessment of this battle. So you can see they keep coming back and keep pushing forward, but eventually his troops are going to get stuck, and that Arachnid guy, his potion's about to go off. You can see he's already half health. With my archers firing on him and trapping him there, he should be dead within time, and you can see his morale's getting really low as well. These archers at the back there, my archers really saved me in this battle, and I don't know why the Lord didn't stay there and keep hitting them, but they didn't. Now, the lucky thing was, one of these troops that's fleeing now, it doesn't matter, because they stopped the Arachnid guy in his path, and the tree man could come in and kind of save the day. And now that my forces slowly coming back, I could use them once again. Now, about 6 minutes at the end of the battle, my forces starting to lose their ammunition. You can see that sort of happening now. That was not good, because when those archers lose their ammunition, they absolutely go really bad. Now you can see that unit at the back is especially annoying. It kept routing, but then killing my men because he was superior. You can see the balance going in my favor now, because we killed that Arachnid guy, and now all we have to do is rally my forces and kill this one unit and this Lord. Now, basically the rest of this battle is me just trying to kill the Lord, so I'll go ahead and speed it up after I pause here, after we defeat this unit there. And really the annoying thing was I had no flying units, because obviously my Lord died very early on, which if I had him throughout the whole battle, I think I could have finished this guy off really a lot quicker, but it was very back and forth. So let me just pause now and stop, because really the only unit he has left is the Spearman and the Lord, of course. So let's pause and speed it up. Okay, so it's in 400 times speed now, so you're going to be like, what is going on? But basically I'm going to talk about what is this faction. I think it's like a vampire-ish faction. I think it might be a count or something, but Mezilimilion, it kind of sounds like one of those Bretonnian units, so I think it could be a Wood Elfen faction, but then again I don't think so, because they had like the flying bat, so I think it is like a vampire faction mixed with Bretonnian somehow. And if it's not a legit faction, it's called Mezilimilion. You can see from their logo, it's kind of like a green logo. I should be saying sigil. It's very strange. I'm going to Google this after and work this out. That's why I'm posting this on Reddit and a lot of other places, because I don't know if this guy's hacking or not, and that's why I'm definitely going to consult Legend about this. Unfortunately, I don't have the replay. I just have this now. I would have saved the replay. Would I have known that my audio wasn't recording? I was very disappointed when I found that out. But basically, you can see this tree guy is so slow, and if he would have been a little bit faster, I could have finished this lord off earlier, but nonetheless, we trap him and he ends up dying. But I'm just very confused at how this guy has acquired this faction. I've never seen it before, so very weird. But the battle's coming to a finish here. I thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, and definitely let me know here. Let's pause it here real quick. So Mezilimilion, sorry. You can see and looking at the roster, they look like a sort of vampire-ish faction, don't they? So it might be and he has a different lord for that. But looking at the rankings, I've got 6 wins now. I haven't shifted from... I'm still underneath Lionheart and Pixelated Apollo, but I will move up soon because my points are is what going to help me, but it's just so many losses that I've done. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Please tell me what is going on with this faction, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.